I would say just making you uncomfortable to the point where you don't feel good.
Severe embarrassment to the point where it takes an extremely negative connotation and you feel maybe like worse about yourself.
Like for women, there's a lot of pressure to kind of keep up this facade of perfection.
It's louder when it's aimed towards women, and I think specifically there's a lot of humiliation about very superficial things, like who you have sex with and when you have sex and what you look like and if you look presentable, whereas with men it's more like being soft and showing emotions. And I can't even say what people who are non-binary have to go through, but I'm sure that they also have to, go through a lot because they don't fit in either of those specific categories.
When I was in grade school, I was bullied for a little bit, and I feel like bullying is like very closely tied to humiliation, and that's usually like the main proponent.
In my high school, we would talk about, like when Ferguson was going on, we would talk about the Black Lives Matter movement, and it would just be like, ooh, what do you guys think? And as a whole, the kids in my class were like, oh, they're just, black people rioting, black people protesting. So when I would defend Black Lives Matter and be like, no, this is the core issue, this is why people are out in the streets, I would feel humiliated by not only my peers but also my teachers, because they felt like they could devalue my argument like in every way, shape possible, but none of them know how it feels to be black. So being a minority in that space already set me up for humiliation.
Everyone's bolder over the internet because you don't have to see people's faces when you say something to them.
So much easier on social media. It's so much easier, just in the sense that, I don't know, I hate being the guy that's like, you can hide behind the screen, but you definitely can hide behind the screen. That's like, it's not even, you don't even think about it for a second time. You'll just retweet something that's kind of funny, but it's also kind of making fun of some other people. That's humiliating them, but it doesn't register to that to you. It's like, oh wow, this is just a funny meme, but these are people. Yeah.
As a black person, and having the notion that we as a collective have to represent the whole community, all of the community. So it's just our inability to be individuals and how everything one person does reflects on the community.
I don't know that I've necessarily personally experienced humiliation as much as disappointment, especially the more I learn about feminism and the more I learn about the inequality between all the genders. I'll go to see a movie, and if a woman has a really flat character and she's just walking around in a bikini the entire time, I'm not humiliated as much as I am just really disappointed that in specifically the people who made the movie, but also just in our society that we still are dealing with this stuff.
I never grew up seeing queer characters on television, in movies, and if they were, it was either the punchline of a joke, or it was perpetuating a very negative stereotype, or it was either those two things if you were queer and you were on TV, or they'd be a plot device, if the girl character had a crush on a dude, and then it goes throughout the whole movie and they're like, oh wow, the dude was gay in the end. I'm like, ah. So I feel even today there's still some struggle in having fully realized queer characters who don't represent the majority as a whole and don't play into negative stereotypes.